from where we left last. So we were doing properties on 10, and that was the last property which we have to do. Okay. So I will write the 10 property once again. Okay, and the conditions. So we are doing 10. So this was the property. So this is tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y was equals to tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy. This was when x and y is less than 1. Okay. Second was pi plus tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy, and this is when x is greater than 0, y is greater than 0, and xy is also greater than xy is greater than 1. Okay, and the last one was minus pi plus tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Is it audible for everyone? X less than 0, y less than 0, and xy is greater than 1. Okay. Yeah, just check your speakers, but if everybody else is able to hear. Okay. So this is for inverse, tan inverse x and tan inverse y for this condition. And suppose instead of here, and if I have to write the properties for tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y. So remember this, you just have to remember this part. Just remember this one. So what you can do, if you remember this one, then for tan inverse of x minus, okay, tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y, when you will use this one, simply wherever you have y, just substitute y with minus. Okay, so wherever you have y, substitute y with minus. So suppose if you have these properties, so instead of y, I will substitute minus. So if it is minus here, so here it will be minus plus, it will minus here, minus plus minus plus. Okay, so remember, wherever you have, if you have tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y, just and you will have the original. And if you have if you just simply substitute in minus, so just simply substitute the original one y with minus y. So instead of y, just everywhere substitute with minus y. Okay, and the property will be this. Okay, fine. So I hope everybody remembers this one, because we have done and we have already given the exam. So this property was mostly used. Okay, so let's solve some question based on this. Okay, so the question is, if cos inverse of x minus cos inverse of y by 2 is equals to alpha, or is equals to capital A. If cos inverse of x minus cos inverse of y by 2 is equals to capital A, then the value of 4x square minus 4xy cos A plus y square is equals to, okay, and options are A minus 4 sine square A, B 4 sine square A, C 4, and D is 2 sine 2A. Okay, this question was asked in JEE Mains 2005. Mains 2005. Okay, solve this one. This is cos inverse of y by 2. This is cos inverse of y by 2. Okay, solve this one. Yes, Lakshmi, that is correct. This is the correct answer. So B is the correct answer. Anyone else? Anyone has got the answer? Yes, B is the correct answer. Very good. B is the correct answer. Okay, so let's solve this one. So basically what we have here, because see, here we have cos alpha. The question, this thing is in terms of cos alpha. This thing is in terms of cos alpha. So what I will do, because this is in terms of cos alpha, sorry, cos A. So this is in terms of cos A. So what I will do, I know that this A I have to write in terms of cos A. I have to convert this A into cos A. So I will take cos on both sides. So we have been given, so this is given, this part is given, that cos inverse of x minus cos inverse of y by 2 is equals to a. So what I will do, I will take cos on both sides. So when I will take cos on both sides, so this will become cos of cos inverse x minus cos inverse of y by 2 is equals to cos a. So this part has been taken care of. I know that I have to take cos because this was in cos, and now I have cos a, right? So now I will see what is on the left side. So when this is cos, so let's take this as x. This is x, and let's take this as y. So this will become cos of x minus y. Cos of x minus y is nothing but cos of x, cos of y plus sine of x into sine of y, right? So this is cos of x into cos of y plus sine of x into sine of y. Sine of x into sine of y. Okay, fine. So now we will simply find what is cos x, cos y, and what is sine x and sine y. What is cos x, cos y, and what is sine x and sine y. Okay, so let's see. So we have cos x into cos of y plus sine of x into sine of y, and we have already been given that capital X is cos inverse of x and capital Y is cos inverse of y by 2, and this is capital X is cos inverse of x and capital Y is cos inverse of y by 2. Okay, so now what we will do, we will try to find, so this means x is equals to cos of x and y by 2 is equals to cos of y, right? So if I'll write these terms in terms of sine, if I'll write these terms in terms of sine, so this will be simple, right? This is angle x, capital X, this is cos, so this is small x, this is 1, so this will be under root of 1 minus x square. So if I'll write in sine, so that means if I'll write in terms of sine, so I can write, I can find sine of x. So sine of capital X is equals to root of 1 minus x square, right? And in for this triangle, for this one, I can write this as capital Y. So this one is capital Y, and here it will be Y. Sorry, this base will be Y. This is 2. So this will become under the root of 4 minus y square. This will become under the root of 4 minus y square. So I can write sine of capital Y is equals to under the root of 4 minus y square by 2. Okay, so these are the two values. So I will simply convert. So x I can write as cos inverse. So this is cos of cos inverse x into cos of cos inverse y by 2, right? So this will simply become x into this will simply become y by 2, right? This part is okay for this one. So let's see. So this is sine of x I can write as sine inverse of root of 1 minus x square, okay? And this thing I can write off, this thing I can write as into sine inverse of under the root of 4 minus y square by 2. Okay, so this will simply become 1 minus x square, root of 1 minus x square, and this will simply become root of, so this is nothing but root of 1 minus x square into root of 4 minus y square by 2, right? So this is x into y by 2, this is this into y, this into this by 2. Okay, so if I'll simply write, so this is x into y by 2 plus under the root of 1 minus x square into under the root of 4 minus y square by 2 is equals to, and on the right side we had, and on the right side we had this cos of a. So on the right side we have cos of a. So this is cos a. So I will take this 2 on the other side. I will take common 2 and I will take 2 on the other side. So this, and I will take xy also on the other side. So this will become root of 1 minus x square into root of 4 minus y square is equals to 2 into cos a minus x into y. Now because I have root, I will square both sides. I have root, so I will square both sides. So this will become, so this was root of 1 minus x square and root of 4 minus y square is equals to 2 cos a, 2 cos a minus xy. Okay, if I'll square, so this will become 1 minus x square into 4 minus y square is equals to, if I square both sides, so this is 4 cos square a plus x square y square minus 4 cos a xy. Fine. So this is that 4 cos a xy which we had to find. This was 4 cos a xy which we had to find. So I will simply open the bracket. So this will be 4 plus x square y square minus this is 4 minus y square, and this is minus 4 x square is equals to 4 cos square a plus x square y square minus 4 cos a xy, right? This x square y square will get cancelled with this x square y square. I will take these two on the other side. So this is 4 minus 4 cos square a is equals to y square plus 4x square minus 4 cos a xy, and this cos a xy. So this will become 4 into 1 minus cos square a. So this will become 4 into sine square. Okay, is equals to the thing which we have to find. Okay, let's check this. Fine. Okay, now write on another question. So the question is, if S is equals to tan inverse of 1 by n square plus n plus 1 plus tan inverse of 1 by n square plus 3n plus 3 and so on. Meenakshi, Bacha, are you able to hear me? Are you able to hear me? One of you is complaining that. Yeah. Yes, Meenakshi, Bacha, just check your computer, Bacha. Everybody is able to hear. Hai, just check. Okay. So this is plus. The last one is, so this will continue till tan inverse of 1 by 1 plus n plus 19 into n plus 20. Okay, 1 by 1 plus n plus 19 into, hai, so this is S, then tan of S is equals to then tan of S is equals to, options are A 20 by 401 plus 20n, B n by n square plus 20n plus 1, C 20 by n square plus 20n plus 1 and d 20 by 401 plus 20n. Okay, this was 2013. This question was asked in 2013. But just summation, see, we already have done sequence and series, right? So this is something like that. This is something like that. Don't think that summation question are different from any other question. Okay, don't think that summation question will be a different concept. Think about it, solve, try, take your time, try to solve. It's very easy. Just, it's a lengthy question. It seems lengthy, but it is not a difficult. Okay. Hayak, just take your time, bachas, try to solve it. Yes, C is correct. C is correct. The answer for this question will be, the answer is C. Okay, just check how you will get. Yes, option C is correct. Okay, so let's see. So basically, if we look at the first part, this is nothing but tan inverse of, this is nothing but tan inverse of 1 by, so if I look at this thing, so it will be nothing but 1 by 1 plus n into n plus 1, right? So this is given something like this, so this will become 1 plus n into n plus 1. The second part is tan inverse of 1 by 1 plus n plus 1 into n plus 2 and so on, right? So till last one, right? Right now, if I look at one of them, if I look at this one and try to solve it, try to see how can I can break. So this is tan inverse of 1 by 1 plus n into n plus 1, right? Now I know if we have something in sigma, if we have something in sigma, that means some of the part will get cancelled out. Otherwise, that is the best sigma question, right? When we have something will get cancelled out, right? Where our previous term will get cancelled out with the next term and so on. So same thing we have seen many times in sequence and series, right? So if I'll write this, so right, so this can also be rewritten as tan inverse n plus 1 minus n divided by 1 plus n into n plus 1, right? This part can be rewritten as n plus 1 minus n upon 1 plus n into n plus 1. Why am I breaking this into this form? Because I know that if I will break this into this part, then what will happen? This tan will get converted. This tan I can write into two different forms. Right? Tan inverse I can write into two different forms. So this, if I'll see, so I can write this as tan inverse of this thing. I can rewrite as tan inverse of n plus 1 minus tan inverse of n. Right? This thing I can write as, so this thing can be rewritten as tan inverse of n plus 1 minus n inverse of n. Okay? And the second part, which was this, tan inverse of 1 plus n plus 1 into n plus 2, this can be written as plus tan inverse of n plus 2 minus tan inverse of n plus 1, right? And the third one can be written as, so just wait, I will, so this is tan inverse of, second part can be written as tan inverse of n plus 2 minus tan inverse of n plus 1. The third part can be written as tan inverse of n plus 3 minus tan inverse of n plus 2, and so on, right? Till which point? Till the last one. The last one is tan inverse of n plus 20 minus tan inverse of n plus 19. So this will become tan inverse of n plus 20 minus tan inverse of n plus 19, right? So if we look at them, this will get cancelled out with this. This part will get cancelled out with the next one. This part will get cancelled out, and this will cancel out with the previous one. So the only thing which will be left out from this, will be tan inverse, this second last part, tan inverse of n plus 20 minus, and the second part, tan inverse of n, right? So again, if I'll convert this into tan A minus tan B, so this will become tan inverse of n plus 20 minus n upon 1 plus n plus 20 into n, right? So this is nothing but tan inverse of 20 by n square plus 20n plus 1, right? So this is equals to s. Now if I'll take tan of s, so tan of s is tan of 20 by n square plus 20n plus 1. So this is nothing but, tan of s is tan of tan inverse. So this will become 20 by n square plus 20n. Okay, so answer option C. Right? This was asked in 2013. One of you asked me, so that is why I'm solving this. Okay, understood? Just copy this or solve it once again by yourself. Then we move, when we solve one more question, something like this, something similar to this. Okay, fine. So let's solve one more question similar to this. So now the question is, this is 2019. They asked in 2019 JEE. Question is the value of cot of sigma n is equals to 1 to 19 cot inverse of 1 plus sigma p is equals to 1 to n 2p. Okay, you have to find this value, the value of this. Options are A 22 by 23, option B 23 by 22, option C 21 by 19, and option D is 19 by 21. Okay, find the value. This question was asked in 2019. But it is almost the same. It is almost same. But see, almost same question, but asked in 2 different years. The questions are almost same. If you when you solve it, you'll see the questions are almost same. But these questions were asked in different years. Yes, C is correct. Yes, C is correct. Very good. Okay, so let's solve this one also. Right? So first let's see what this is. Right? So this part is 1 plus sigma of P is equals to 1 to N, right? And this is 2P. So this is nothing but summation of first and natural number. This is nothing but 2 into summation of first and natural number. So this I can write as 1 plus 2 into sigma of P is equals to 1 to N, sigma of P. Right? So this is nothing but summation of first and natural numbers now. So this is nothing but 1 plus 2 into N plus 1 by 2. This is 1 plus 2 into N plus 1 by 2. So this becomes 1 plus N into N plus 1. Okay. Now see, this is cot inverse. So we have cot of sigma of N is equals to 1 to 19. So this is cot inverse, right? So if I write this as tan inverse, so tan inverse will become tan in. So just wait. Right? So this will become cot inverse of 1 plus N into N plus 1, right? Right? And this is cot inverse. So this I can also write as cot of sigma of N is equals to 1 to 19, tan inverse of 1 by 1 plus N into N plus 1, right? And this thing we had just now, we just now saw what this is, what this will become, right? So this will simply become cot of, so this is the first and the last term will remain. So second and the second last term will remain. So this will become tan inverse of 1 or N, tan inverse of N plus 1. So N is 19. So 19 plus 1 minus tan inverse of second term 1. Okay, so this is tan inverse of 19 plus 1 minus tan inverse of 1. This will become cot of tan inverse of 19 plus 1. So 19 plus 1 minus 1 upon 1 plus 19 plus 20, 1 plus 20. So this is nothing but, so this will become nothing but cot of tan inverse of 19 by 20. Sorry, 19 by 21. 19 by 21. And this will simply come out to be as 21 by 19. Right? So same question, almost same question, but asked in two different years. Almost same question, but asked in two different years. Okay, just copy this one also. This was, yeah, advanced. Okay, fine. Okay, let's do one more question. So this is JEE Advanced 2014. Okay, so they have given the number of positive Bacha advanced question. This was previous question was advanced question. Okay. The number of positive solutions. I know Pranav, I know you are solution satisfying the equation okay. Satisfying the equation now. Are you able to hear now, Jafran? Okay, fine. So equation tan inverse 1 by 2x plus 1 plus tan inverse 1 by 4x plus 1 is equals to tan inverse of 2 by x square. Okay. Find the number of positive solution. This question was asked in JEE Advanced. So this question was asked in Advanced 2014. Okay. So options were, the options are A 1, B 2, C 8 and D 9. Okay, solve this one. JEE Advanced 2014. Very simple question, very basic. Yes, option is correct. Bacha option A, look at the question. They have said they are asking number of positive solutions. Number of positive solutions. Yes, one is correct. Okay, so let's solve this one also. Fine. So they're asking the number of positive solutions satisfying the equation. Now we have tan inverse of A plus tan inverse of B. So if we have tan inverse of A plus tan inverse of B, we can write tan inverse of A plus tan inverse of B. So this will be tan inverse of A plus B upon 1 minus AB. 1 minus AB, right? So that means if I look at what is A and what is B, this will simply become just wait. So this will simply become tan inverse of A plus B. A plus B. So this is 1 by 2x plus 1 plus 1 by 4x plus 1 upon 1 minus 1 by 2x plus 1 into 1 by 4x plus 1. Okay. So this is simply tan inverse of 4x plus 1 plus 2x plus 1 divided by these two product, and this will be 2x plus 1 into 4x plus 1 minus of 1. This is equals to tan inverse of 2 by x square, right? So that means on the left side we have got this, and on the right side we have got this. So basically what we will do, we'll simply compare the two. And when we'll compare the two, what we will get? So let's see. So this is 4x plus 1 plus 2x. Okay. So this is tan inverse of 4x plus 1 plus 2x plus 1 whole thing divided by 2x plus 1 into 4x plus 1 minus 1. Okay. So this will become tan inverse of 4 plus 2, 6x plus 2 divided by 2 4, so 8x square plus 2x plus 8x square plus 2x plus 4x plus 1 minus 1. Okay. So this will 1 and 1 gets cancelled, divide by 2. So this will simply become tan inverse of 3x plus 1 divided by 4x square plus 3x. Okay. This is equals to tan inverse of 2 by x square, right? So that means these two should be equal. That means these two parts should be equal. So only what I will write, so 3x plus 1 upon 4x square plus 3x is equals to 2 by x square. And when I'll compare these two, so we will get the equation. So when I'll compare these two, so what we will get? So this will be when x is common. So when I multiply this, so this will become 3x cube plus x square is equals to 2 into 4 x square plus 2 into 3x. So I will take this on one side. So one of the solution is x is equal to 0. So one of the solution is that x is equal to 0, but they have asked for positive. So one of the solution is x is equal to 0. So they have asked for positive. So I will cancel out x from everywhere. So this will become 3x square. This will become plus x is equals to 8x plus 6. So I will take this. So this will become 3x square minus 6 minus 7x is equal to 0. So I think the factors you will get is x is equals to 3 and x is equals to minus 2 by 3, right? So this cannot be the solution. This cannot be the solution because it is not positive. This cannot be the solution because it is not positive. So we will get only one solution. So only one solution. Okay, fine. Copy this one. Very good. Fine. This was asked in JEE Advanced 2014. Advanced 2014. Such a simple question. Okay. Direct formula based, very easy. But 0 is not positive. 0 is not positive. So they have asked for only positive solutions. है ना? So remember 0 is not positive. है ना? Okay. Fine. Let's see some more questions, previous year questions. Okay. So next one is, this is a JEE Advanced 2006. So this is Advanced 2006. Okay, let's see. So they have given, if sigma r is equals to 1 to infinity, tan inverse of 1 by 2 r square. Sigma r is equals to 1 to infinity, tan inverse of 1 by 2 r square is equals to t, is equals to t. Then tan t, then tan of t is equals to A option 2 by 3, B option 1, C option root 5 by 3, and D is none of these. D is none. D is none. Okay, solve this. Sir, will there be a cut in portion for G? नहीं बच्चा, there will not be a cut. I don't think so. There will be a cut in JEE exams. है ना? They will delay the exam, but they will not cut. They will not cut any portion. Answer is B. Answer is 1. Yes, answer is 1. Shivatsan, solve it. If you have solved once, if you have solved previously, please solve it once again. Answer is B. Yes, very good, Abhishek. Very good. Okay, okay. If you solved now, then that is good. Yes, so this question also, because there is a sigma, that means you have to convert this part, into somewhat where you will have, you have to convert this part into somewhat where you have terms cancelling out each other. And so you have to convert this part into somewhat where terms will get cancelled out with each other. Okay. Okay, so let's try this one. Right, so now I've told you before also, so if you have sigma, that means you have to write this in the form of where terms will get cancelled out, right? So if this is tan inverse, so tan inverse of 1 by 2 r square, right? So this has to be get converted into the, this should be get, we should convert this into, because we have to cancel out terms, so this cannot be of the form of tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y, right? Because otherwise all the terms are added, so this positive sign will not help us. So what we have to convert, this should be converted into the form of tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y, tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y. So that means if you will form this one, so this thing should be, this thing is equals to this, right? So I can write this thing as tan inverse of x into, tan inverse of x minus y upon 1 plus xy, tan inverse of x minus y upon 1 plus xy. So that means 1 plus xy is this. That means 1 plus xy is this, right? Or so what I can do, I can write 1 plus xy is 2r square minus 1. Okay, so this 1 plus xy. So I know 1 plus xy is equals to 2r square, right? So that means xy is of the form of 2r square minus 1. One thing, first thing. Now see, if I will break this into some form, so this here we have r square, so that means you should have something of r and r. This term should contains r. Okay, so if I try to convert this, so this thing can be converted into tan inverse of, see this part is 1 minus if I will write r and r plus 1, if I will write r into r plus 1, right? So this will become r square and this will become this thing. Okay, but here because we have, so if I'll write this thing into 1 minus r into r plus 1, here I will write r plus 1 minus r. I know the form will be something of this form, but here what will happen, that this r and r is getting cancelled. Here we are having 1, so this tan inverse of r and r will get cancelled. So this r and r will get cancelled. So you will have tan inverse of 1 upon this 1 and this 1. Sorry. 1 plus r into r plus 1. So 1 plus this will become, this will get cancelled. Now here if I write this, so this will become 1 plus r square plus r, right? So this will become 1 plus r square plus r, right? So this is not getting us what we wanted. This is not getting us what we wanted. We want 1 upon 2r square. So we should get only 2r square in the, denominator. So that means this part what we are doing here what we are doing, this thing is not correct. So we cannot take r and r plus 1. So that means we have to take something else. Okay, so let's see. So here we have tan inverse of 1 upon 2r square, right? 1 upon 2r square. Now if in this 2r square, if we are taking 2r square, so that means in the numerator we should get something of the form of, because if you can see here we are getting r square single, here we are getting r square single, so that means 2 should be either multiplied with this or multiplied with this, right? Okay, so that means what I will do here in the denominator, I will take 1 plus 4r square, 1 plus 4r, or just wait. In the numerator I can do one thing, I can write 2r plus 1 and minus 2r minus 1. I can take this thing, right? So in the because I have to take this, I have to get this 2r, and if this is in the numerator, that means this will become first and this will become the second. So 1 minus hello, are you able to hear me? Hello, are you able to hear me? Am I audible? Yes, sir, they are able to hear me. Just check your PC, sir. Okay, fine. So this is 2r plus 1 and 2r minus 1. So that means what I can do, I can write this as 2r plus 1 into 2r minus 1. Now see, if I'm writing this thing, so this will become tan inverse of, this will get cancelled, r and r, this will become 2 in the numerator, and this will become 1 minus 4r square, 1 plus 4r square minus 1. So this will get cancelled, 1 and 1 will get cancelled, and here you will have 2 in the numerator. So this will become tan inverse of 1 upon 2r square, which is the same thing we were getting. So that means this form of writing is correct. That means this form of writing is correct. Okay, so this form of writing is correct. So what I can write this thing as, so if I know that this thing is correct, so this thing I will write as, so tan inverse of 1 by 2r square, I can write as tan inverse of 2r plus 1 minus 2r minus 1 upon 1 plus 2r plus 1 into 2r minus 1, right? So this thing I can write as tan inverse of, 2r plus 1 minus tan inverse of 2r minus 1. So I can write this thing as 2r plus 1 minus 2r minus 1. Okay. So now this thing was summation from, summation from r is equals to 1 to infinity. So this is summation from r is equals to 1 to infinity. Summation of r is equals to 1 to infinity. So this part will also be summation of r is equals to 1 to infinity, right? So let's see. So this is summation of r is equals to 1 to infinity, tan inverse of 2r plus 1 minus tan inverse of 2r minus 1. So we start substituting from r is equals to 1. r is equals to 1. So r is equals to 1. So I will write here. So this will become 10 inverse of 3 minus tan inverse of 1. This will become tan inverse of 4 minus 2 2's of tan inverse of 5 minus tan inverse of 3, and so on, right? And at the end, what will you get? So at the end, the last term will be tan inverse of when r is tending to infinity. So this will become tan inverse of infinity minus the previous term, right? So all these terms, previous terms will get cancelled. All these previous terms will get cancelled. All these previous terms will get cancelled, right? So the only term will be left out when this is converging to infinity. When this is converging to infinity, right? So when this is converging to infinity, this part will almost become pi by 2. So this part will almost become pi by 2, and minus tan inverse of 1 is nothing but pi by 4. So this is pi by 4. So the whole thing will become equals to pi by 4. Okay, so this will be the answer, pi by 4. Okay, fine. Let's check this one. And this part I have written just to simplify. This part I have written tending to infinity. This part I have written converging to infinity just to simplify. Okay, because however, when we were doing this, we will use concept of limit. We'll use concept of limit. And we will use concepts of limit. But because limits we have not done till now, till yet we have not done limits. So that is why I simply write this, and this is converging to infinity. Okay, fine. Okay, let's do one more question. So they have given, this was JEE 2000 advanced 2007. This is advanced 2007. Okay, so the question is, let x comma y be such that sine inverse of x, sine inverse of ax plus cos inverse of y plus cos inverse of bxy equals to pi by 2. Okay, cos inverse of sine inverse of ax plus cos inverse of y plus cos inverse of bxy is equals to pi by 2. So if a is equals to 1, and b is equals to 2, if a is equals to 1 and b is equals to 2, then x comma y lies on, okay, x comma y lies on. A option is x square plus y square is equals to 1. Option B is x square minus 1 into y square minus 1 equals to 0. Option C is x is equals to y. Option D is 4x square minus 1 into y square minus 1 equal to 0. Or in other words, they could have simply asked you the locus of x and y. The locus of x, y is. Okay. Okay. The locus of x, y is. Fine. So solve this. This was asked in 2007 advanced. Very simple question. Okay, B. Let me see. A is the correct answer, bacha. Is I just check. A is the correct answer. Yes, A is the correct answer. A is the correct answer. Yes. So what we can do here, we have, so if they have given that sine inverse of ax plus cos inverse of y, and they have given the value of a and b, they have given the value of a and b. So let's see. So what we'll get, simply substitute the value of a and b as 1 and 2. So we'll get sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of y, sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of y, plus cos inverse of 2xy is equals to pi by 2, right? Is equals to pi by 2. Now they have given this pi by 2 for a reason. If I'll take any one of them on the other side, so this will become sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of y is equals to, if I take pi this one, so this is pi by 2 minus cos inverse of xy into 2, right? So this is pi by 2 minus, right? So we can also, this thing we can write as sine, this thing can write as sine of 2xy, sorry, sine inverse of 2xy, right? Because we know cos inverse of x, cos inverse of a plus sine inverse of b, a is equals to pi by 2. So this will simply become sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of y, right? Now what I can do, I can take sine both sides. I can take sine both sides. So this will become sine of sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of y is equals to sine of sine inverse of 2xy. Okay. Now I can open this one. I can open this one. When I will open this, this will become simply 2xy. This will become simply 2xy. On the left side, I will get x square plus y square plus minus 1 plus 2xy is equals to, I will get 2xy here. 2xy and 2xy will get cancelled. So you will simply get x square plus y square is equals to 2. So you'll get A as the answer. Okay. Let's check this one also. Okay. So this week for 1 or 2 days, more, we will only solve the question based on inverse trigonometry. Okay. We'll only solve question based on inverse trigonometry. Fine. And after that, on the third or fourth day, from third, fourth day, we will start matrix and determinant. Right? So see, we are having, okay, so this part, Soumya, this part, this step. So what we'll do is, this is, we have, okay, we have sine inverse of x. We have sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of y is equals to sine inverse of 2xy, right? So this is A, this is B. This is angle A, this is angle B. If I take sine of both, so this is sine of A plus B is equals to sine of sine inverse of 2xy. So this is simply 2xy. 2xy will come out. This is sine A plus cos. So sine A into cos B plus cos A into sine of B. Sine A, both positive. So this is sine A, what? Sine of sine A. Sine of sine inverse of A, this is x, into cos of cos inverse B, y, this is y. Plus under the root of, so this, wait, I'll write. This is sine of cos inverse y into cos of sine inverse x. So this will convert to 1 minus x square, and this will get converted to root of 1 minus y square. Okay, plus xy is equals to 2xy. Okay, so this will simply become xy. This will simply become xy, right? Because this is xy and this is xy. So this will get squared. So this is, if I'll multiply and square both sides, so this will become 1 minus x square into 1 minus y square is equals to 1, and from there. Understood? But other properties in inverse trigonometry, see sine inverse. See, in book they have solved this question. In book they have solved this question. In book they have solved this question using sine inverse property. Sine inverse A, sine inverse of A plus sine inverse of B. Sine inverse of A using the property of this, right? But there is no there is no point of remembering all those properties. Till tan inverse of X plus tan inverse of Y, if you have done, then it is more than sufficient for you to remember. Okay, this one plus and minus, these two properties are most important. Remaining all you can solve using this one. Okay, so you don't have to remember all sine inverse and cos inverse properties. Okay, so I'm showing you the slides once again. Okay, I'm showing the slides once again. Just take the snapshot if you want. Right. Okay,